Sabi boy. Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome to yet another episode of
Sabi. Two Sabi.
Two Sabi. It's
Two
been a long
Sabi.
time, brother.
Yeah, man. Wagwan.
Namo, how's it going,
What are
brother?
you saying?
What's up, guys?
Is
Thanks
the guy,
for coming.
The guy with the Barry White voice.
every 2 weeks, I
Yeah.
have to beg you guys to come. So when was the last
We're
one?
outside.
No, we
yeah.
haven't filmed in like a month or something.
At least
Yeah,
a
more,
month
I
or a
think
month.
so.
Maybe
and a
even
half.
more. Maybe even more. Because I came here and did Jackpot Central.
Yes.
And
Thank
that was
you for
already
coming.
like, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Jackpot
last
Central,
week,
man.
wasn't
That was a good session.
Yeah.
If you
enjoy
haven't
that,
seen it,
enjoy
check it
that.
out.
I've seen it. I saw it. I was the
How's
first
it
person to see
going,
it.
man?
Yeah.
I
well
don't
done.
miss Big Femz, you know. It's been a
Big
while.
Big Femz, we missed you, man.
We missed you.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on?
Nothing,
Congratulations.
nothing. Yeah, thanks, man.
Congratulations. Big
Yeah,
Femz
man.
just had a beautiful baby girl.
Yeah, man.
You know, so you can see his eyes.
Hold
He's not
tight
been
the
sleeping
dads.
much.
Hold tight the dads. I see you lot.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Congrats,
How's
Femi.
it going?
Congrats.
How's the family? How's everyone taking it?
Yeah, it's not my first rodeo, so yeah.
Yeah, veteran.
Yeah.
Veteran. No, congrats, bro.
Thank you.
Congrats will come through for
I know,
some.
and how have you been anyway?
Yeah, good.
Congrats on
I-
the new job as well. Yeah.
Yeah, good, bro. I haven't worked all through the summer. I took the summer off.
Yeah, well.
It was nice.
Once been going to the gym, but your belly's been coming out.
Bro, the more I go to the gym, the more my belly comes
That's
out.
not gym though.
No.
But yeah, you look healthy though. So
Nah,
you look
yeah.
fresh.
I had COVID a few weeks ago.
Is it?
Yeah, that was long.
Oh yeah.
I was
remember
ill
then.
for like almost 2 weeks.
I know. How do you feel now?
Nah, I'm top now. Top. I've been eating, drinking, enjoying. You know,
As you say in Nigeria, doing 5G.
Faji.
Get me?
Faji. Talking about Nigeria, you seen the new actually, before we talk about that, we've not talked about our sponsors.
Yeah.
Do you want to shout out our sponsors?
Yeah. Normally I'll set you up, but I'll do it this time.
He's
man.
forgotten. He's not been here for a
No,
long time.
no.
He's forgotten who's paying his bills.
This podcast is powered by
Izo Vintage.
Vintage. Looking for vintage wear? Trying to look fresh?
You sound
Trying to
like
look
a
nice?
cultist.
Sustainability? Recyclable clothing? Izo Vintage is the
Izo
place to be.
Vintage.
Place to
And
visit.
Matt Studios as well.
Yeah,
Shout out to
outside
Matt
Matt
Studios.
We're here right now, you know.
Every time we come here, there's something new.
Trust me,
Nice,
man.
new lighting. You can see me
I know.
sweating.
And new plants.
It's
New plants. as
showing
well.
all the spots on my face.
I know.
Quality lighting,
new
quality
plants as well.
cameras,
4K camera.
4K camera.
I know.
This is even like 5K, bro.
I know.
You know. All
Futuristic. Bro,
the
this
vinyls.
next time we come,
So-
you have cameras that can see into the future, fam. You get
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, good stuff. I was going to say, talking about Nigeria, the electoral petition,
Tribunal, yeah.
the tribunal, they finally ruled. So they've said Tinubu is the president
Yeah.
and everybody else can go home.
I know. It's not even the verdict. It's
Yeah.
the points made alongside the verdict.
Yeah.
Them saying that, as I said earlier, when me and you were chatting off camera, said BVAS, for
The
you guys that don't
electronic
know,
transmission.
the electronic transmission apparatus
mm.
that is supposed to be a counterpart to the paper voting.
Yeah.
That's to electronically transmit live results of votes from
Yeah.
different polling stations to a centralized server, just to collate the results before the paper, the physical votes are
Yeah.
sent. They're now saying that that particular apparatus is not a prerequisite for counting votes.
And they
in the
spent
election.
billions on this thing.
And the problem was, what people were saying during the elections, that these BVAS machines were not used. And if they were used sparsely. So most of the votes were counted via the paper ballots and stuff. And you know what that means, that rigging and, subverting
Yeah.
the election is so easy, because you can just go there and start pressing.
Yeah.
You understand?
For me, I think the one that tripped me the most was when they said, he had the case about, there was the case against him that he shouldn't have stood because he had a criminal record in the US, or that he had drug dealings in the US. And then, bless you, I think they ruled that I think they ruled that he was never prosecuted in the U.S.
Was he though?
No, it was he was indicted, right? And he also forfeited some money, but I don't know.
But if
A
you're
lot about
indicted, well, I don't know. I don't know how these things work in America.
He was never like prosecuted in a court, in a law court. He was.
Did
I don't know what
Did
indiction.
he turn
in
state?
case of him-
Did he turn state? Yeah. I think he did though, because I think he had
Maybe
to.
because
He
he's-
made a deal with them. I think he gave up some. I'm not sure.
Maybe he gave up some names. Yeah,
I think
maybe.
so. I think
And his
I
files were
haven't
sealed, I
followed the
think.
case, but yeah.
Yeah.
All I know is that
his files are sealed.
Yeah, those files were sealed.
Obviously,
I think. Yeah, something like that.
all I know is that he did have to forfeit 400 and something
Yeah.
dollars. And this is like what in the 70s or 80s. So
80s or
imagine
something. But for you to
Yeah,
forfeit
it-
that
it
means
he was a big
that
dog.
means
He was a big dog in the game.
and that means he must have made it. So maybe snitching must have been involved one way or the other. I'm not sure.
So
Yeah.
Femi, what Femi is trying to say is that the Nigerian president is a former drug dealer and
I don't
possibly
know.
a
I don't
snitch.
know. I don't. I didn't say
I'm
anything.
joking.
I
I'm
didn't
joking.
say
Yeah,
I'm
he was
joking.
never prosecuted
Okay.
for the offense of drug dealing.
But if we're using common sense, if we're just using common sense,
common sense
or
is
we
not
shouldn't
common.
use common sense in this.
You can.
But
put your
Nigeria
name
is
on
not
the
a country of
common
common
sense.
sense.
Okay, okay.
Do you know the irony is that a lot of the people fighting against Tinubu right now, the people who backed or being caught and all of that, actually people who live outside of Nigeria. Nigerians are now on Twitter. I saw there was a battle, Nigerians versus the people from diaspora, saying, "You guys stay back where you are. Don't cause war in
You
Nigeria."
know, maybe it's just some people in Twitter. Obviously,
no, it's big. I
The
mean,
thing
it
is
was
in-
trending.
the
So
thing is, in Nigeria, I think people just don't care anymore.
Yeah, they don't care.
Everyone just wants to move on. Obviously,
care.
it's not ideal, but people. That's the thing about Nigerians. Nigerians, the things we've been through over the past 30, 40 years, we just, I don't think there's anything that can phase us again when it comes to stuff like this.
No.
And I think until something drastic happens, man, it's just a keep it moving
yeah.
mentality. That's what everyone has, you know.
Yeah, everyone's just like, let's move on. But yeah, so that's the result for now. I think Obi said they're going to the Supreme Court, so round 2 coming up.
Big up will be anyway, sure.
But I also hear
Obviously.
PDP members, they've sort of accepted and they're asking for political positions now. It's funny, my friend in the US, he had been fighting, he's donated money to the Obi data campaign, he donated for the tribunal, he's been donating, sending money. So when he heard the result, and we're talking, and he was even showing me, or we're talking about some memes and stuff, and how Nigerians have accepted it. Next, he just said to me, "Do you know anybody in government?" He was like, "Let's chop and So yeah, so that's that. But yeah, I thought it was important to mention it.
Yeah.
That Tinubu remains president, and it's funny. He was giving a speech in India to some I don't know, some people. He was giving a speech to, and he said, "Oh, I apologize for coming late. I was upstairs listening to the results. I wanted to be sure that I still had a job before coming down
He
here
has
to
a sense
talk
of
to you."
humor. That's one thing.
No, it
He
does.
has
It
a
does.
sense
It
of
does.
humor.
It does.
He does.
And I think now as well, he's gone and spoken to the UAE guys, and Nigerians are now allowed in Dubai.
I think they lifted all restrictions.
The ban,
So
yeah.
That's what I read. And I think my sister told me today. So I think
Yeah, because there's been restrictions on Nigerians going to Dubai. I think a certain age group.
No, I think what happened was obviously probably a minority, but there's a loud minority of, I won't call them vagrants. I don't even know what to call them.
Yeah,
In Dubai, and there's a lot of funny activities associated with Nigeria. It's not only Nigerians anyway, but with Nigerian people.
yeah.
Some of the girls, allegedly, some of the women, the guys, they're
Prostitution
loud,
and
everything,
cultism.
cultism. Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
Like, why would you go to another country and be promote? I understand prostitution, which I don't. No. I'll explain to you, guys. Just
exclusive.
When I say
you should tag it on the thing. Femi
When I say-
understands prostitution.
Femi understands prostitution very well.
when I say I understand prostitution, what I mean is, it's not new to find a woman or ladies going abroad
Yeah,
looking for means of making money and prostituting
it's
themselves.
an old
and stuff.
profession.
It's an
Yeah,
old profession.
happened
Old
from time.
profession.
Oldest
You understand? So
Yeah.
it's not something I don't understand. But things like cultism. Why are you going?
And just to clarify, for the non-Nigerians who are watching, cultism is similar to like gangs. Yeah, we
But
just
the
call
thing
it
is-
cults in
But
Nigeria
the
because
ironic
of
thing
the.
is, the cults are in the higher institution. They start. They
Yeah,
have
I've been
the
hearing
others
that
from the higher
recently,
institution. So cultism, you can say, is intertwined with education, with higher education.
Yeah.
So imagine me being a 4 student or 300, and I'll be repping a gang.
Yeah,
Most of people in gangs in Europe everywhere, they are people that have not attained that level
Yeah.
of education.
Of education, true.
It's
Exactly.
crazy,
But then
isn't
you have
Exactly.
it in government as well. So you have
Yeah,
all
but-
these people who have like graduated
That'd
to
be
be
everywhere.
politicians and
everywhere.
everything, everywhere. Yeah, you're right.
Even up to the music industry, most industries in Nigeria, politics, as you said, anything, you find that they deeply entrenched there. Even this cultism has gone as far as, if you go to countries like Italy now, Italy have different criminal organizations. They have, before it was Sicilian Mafia that was on top. Now it's the, you know what they call Ndrangheta? Ndrangheta is those people that live, I think they live in the mountains or stuff, but
Okay.
they're like the biggest criminal organization now in Europe.
Oh wow.
But you find out that under them they have the Sicilian Mafia and Comora, those people that used to be big, but then they also have the Nigerian Mafia as well. So
Wow.
you this is how you know that this Nigerian Mafia is all based around cultism and stuff. This is how you know that these guys they're not small time anymore. When they can be doing business with
Those sort of guys,
multi-billion pound organizations like that.
Yeah.
And because they also apparently, according to what I've heard, they also they're also involved in a lot of criminal activities.
Yeah.
Drug trafficking, major prostitution, extortion, racket. Imagine.
Wow.
So
I hear it's really bad in South Africa as well. Like they have
Exactly.
the Nigerian groups, criminal organizations have a
yeah.
strong
So it just
presence
shows you
in
that
South
this.
Africa.
So these things is just for you to now be taking it to. Sorry, we might have digressed there, but we're just trying to prove a point to you. Like for you to now take it to a country like UAE.
Yeah.
UAE
Zero
is an
tolerance.
ultra-conservative
Yeah.
society. You understand? They have their own value, and you taking it there. It's I don't know. It's just.
Yeah.
But anyway,
And the crimes of a few or the actions of a few then affects
obviously.
everyone, because you know how many Nigerians do business in the UAE. A lot of livelihoods who, a lot of businesses who rely on being able to go to Dubai to buy all sorts of
They also a
things.
lot of-
And then,
There's also a lot of man them in Dubai. You know
oh
what
yeah,
I mean? You know,
oh
they call
yeah,
them white collar criminals.
yes, the hush puppies of the world.
There's a lot of them there, but
Yeah.
I don't think they are seen as much of a nuisance as the other ones. You
Yeah.
understand? But I don't know.
It's just unfortunate because
It is.
the size of it's the population, of Nigeria. So even if the smallest percentage of people do something wrong, it's gonna seem like Nigeria is doing something
Nigerians are
wrong.
different. Like
Yeah.
I'm not saying it because I'm a Nigerian, but it's the truth. Nigerians, anywhere they go, they always have, everywhere. You know that, the Nigerians here. Maybe positive, mostly positive, but sometimes negative.
But the
impact.
negative we hear more of, it's sad.
No, but even positive as well. Like we have Nigerian MPs.
Yeah, we do. Even a
in this
lot
country.
of the shows we watch here. You look at the credits, you see Nigerian names there.
Nigerians are everywhere.
Like Top Boy. I was watching Top Boy. A few of those guys are
No, the
Nigerians.
actors, they're
Yeah.
Nigerians. It's true.
So I think we just need to
Shout out to
better.
Nigerians though.
yeah. And I mentioned Top Boy already. We might as well touch on Top Boy.
Where you going?
So Nnamdi's sneaking out because he hasn't
How
seen
did
Top
you see,
Boy.
how did you see this season of Top Boy?
Fantastic. So before we continue, anyone who hasn't seen Top Boy
Spoiler
and
alert.
intends to see Top Boy, just go away for a few minutes, or just mute for a few minutes.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I think for me this was one of the best ones, just because of the way the messaging it had, the conflicts it had, the number of conflicts in it, the character build. I like how they built Jamie's brother's character.
What's his name?
Forget his name now. I remember his girlfriend's name and I forgot his name. Erin. What's his name?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but Jamie's brother, they built his character up, and we were seeing this bad boy they were building up. This guy was going to be his, like his brother, and at the end he had the opportunity to kill Sully. Then he just said, "I'm better than you," or it's not worth it.
What's always been going on in the previous seasons, and also the first ones, the summer house ones, you saw those ones as well. Was that it was the seasons were had ups and downs, but at the end of the day, even if they had downs, there was always something to remedy it.
Yeah.
So like in season 2, at the end, after they robbed the Albanians and those ones went to Boss Shane's house.
Yeah.
And he ran away to Jamaica and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So in season 1 of the new one, which is season 3 of Tough Boy, he got one over Jamie. So he got Jamie to work for him after all the stuff they went through. Then the last season was the one where they had issues with their connects, people that are supplying them drugs.
They had to go to Spain.
Exactly. They had to go to Spain and stuff. So they overcame that issue with the Moroccan stuff. But the problem is, when they had downside in this season, everything just went.
Yeah.
Everything just. And
it was a nice
that's how we end in
like,
real life. That's how we end. There was no redemption.
They've done too much to get redemption. And one thing as well that really blew my mind and was such a strong message. See the way Summer House was burnt down in the end. It was just like the end of everything. It was it was
the immigration thingy.
That was good as well. Good subject.
No, but it's something similar happened in Peckham. Like a few months back. They went to pick someone and man, everyone just like, nah, you're not going to have to leave that person. Because it's not, I don't know,
it's very unfair that part and that message was very strong and clear where someone who was who came here as a baby with his mom who had the right papers and passports were not needed when they were growing up. Bro. And then now you're telling me you want to send him to Congo, or is it?
It's the society we live in.
Imagine Kieran in Congo.
It's the society we live in now. Obviously, I understand immigration has to be kept under control, but sometimes I think some of this
to be extreme now.
It is, and there's a reason for it being done. It's to appeal to certain. You get me?
Yeah.
It's just, this guy was probably not known anywhere in his life apart from the UK.
Yeah.
And you only take
him to a foreign country.
Rwanda, bro.
Probably.
Rwanda.
Imagine Kieran in Rwanda.
Where is he from? Where did he come from anyway?
It was one of those East African countries they said. I can't remember which one. Rwanda or Congo or something.
No, where did he come from? Rwanda. They're going to send him to Rwanda because of the
policy. Is that why they're sending him to Rwanda?
I just saw it's a policy.
Oh, okay.
It's a policy.
Okay.
I don't think he's from Rwanda.
No, but that's so unfair because he grew up in this country. Nah, but that was such a good show.
And what's that lady, the new one?
Braverman.
Braverman. Who do you prefer in both of them, Patel or Braverman?
I didn't think anybody was that Patel, but
Braverman.
The guy, Braverman is like Sully. No, Braverman is like Duchesne.
No, she's not Duchesne because Duchesne is smart.
Yeah, fair
I think Duchesne just doesn't. I think Braverman is
Sully.
Patel and Braverman. I don't even know who's what.
Because Patel,
they just say stuff.
Yeah.
And
the funniest part is right. It's funny that is the what do you call someone from the minority?
The Asian British.
The ethnic minority.
Yeah, well that's the catch. That's the ironic part.
Yeah.
Don't you notice that sometimes, I'm not saying this as a snide or anything, but sometimes don't you know the most prejudiced people sometimes are not like the people we say
these two people, their parents came.
These people like me and you that are the most prejudiced.
Those guys, Braverman and Patel, their parents were both not born in this country. I understand immigration needs to be kept on that guard, but some of the rhetoric, some of the language, some of the sensitivity.
Why doesn't Rishi Sunak talk like that? Because Rishi Sunak is quite smart.
Yeah,
he's smart, even though he's probably not smart, but he's smart. Rishi Sunak is not going to put himself in that situation because Rishi Sunak, he knows that he's not as extreme right wing as some of those. And the thing is, I think sometimes as I said, some of
Yeah.
the most prejudiced people are people like you and me
Fair enough.
that they are willing to go any way,
Yeah.
any length. But anyway, back to Top Boy though.
Yeah. Very strong message in there. And I like the way it ended with Duchesne. I mean, Duchesne's death was so cheap, and it goes to show,
Both deaths were cheap.
Yeah.
Both deaths were cheap.
And I especially like the end when they shot Sully, where they left you guessing who killed Sully. It
The
could
thing is, both those guys have been involved in so many killings and stuff. It was always going to catch up with them one day.
yeah.
Stuff. There was no riding off in the
No, I love
sunset
it.
or anything.
I love it. And one funny part for me, even though it was not meant to be funny, was when his girlfriend Shelly kept asking for 1.5 million, for 2.1 million.
But he tried.
He tried, but it was funny to me because
tried.
she was acting like a boss lady already, employing people,
And
telling them how she knows to have a chain.
because she knows what Duchesne was about. She
Yeah.
knows that he's. The thing is, this thing, that's with crime. Nothing is guaranteed.
No.
Nothing is guaranteed. And
It was quite funny to me because she was expectant.
The mistake I think he made was to put all his eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
You don't just put all your money with one
That wasn't
person.
smart at all.
It
No.
wasn't. It wasn't smart. It wasn't.
It didn't even stash a lot of money away. It was just a few thousand.
16 million, bro. 16.
And he was also too proud to go to Sully. Remember at the end, Sully said, "Why didn't you come to me?"
If he didn't kill,
And he said, "You never
if
would
he-
have given
if
me
he didn't
what-
kill that
it's
guy,
pride." Yeah.
if he didn't kill that guy, there's possibility he might have retrieved the money back because the investigator had started tracing
Yeah.
where that woman was.
He
and
just
everything.
lost it.
He just lost it.
He left
Yeah,
his
he
DNA
lost
and prints on site.
But I even thought he used bleach and stuff. Didn't he
Nah.
wipe?
The thing is, he just randomly put it on the guy's head.
The whole flat.
Yeah.
That would have been better if he burns the whole flat. They
Yeah,
wouldn't have found
exactly,
anything.
exactly.
That burns everything.
Yeah, he didn't think about it properly. His fingerprint was everywhere. He had lost his head when he came into that house, so there's no way.
He beat the guy.
can-
Now went to take the
Yeah.
frying pan again.
Oh my god!
Bro, man.
But no, great show. I loved it.
Yeah.
I
The
loved
writing
it.
was good this year. I
Very
like the
good
fact
writing.
that the new characters involved. That Irish guy, I forgot his name. That
Oh,
guy,
I
the
loved
young
it.
guy.
Yeah.
So, and the funny thing,
He
that,
looked like a bad guy.
that guy, he was actually warming to Sully
Yeah.
because he was telling his uncle that he's a character, but I like him, everything.
But they were going to take 50%.
Yeah, but that's what their first deal with Sugar.
Yeah.
Remember Sugar?
Sugar.
They're
Yeah.
giving him 50%
Oh wow.
in season 1.
Yeah.
Sugar. So
And I don't think Duchesne, Sully and Duchesne, I don't think they
but
could.
those Sully and those guys are
They're bad guys.
they're bad. Do you know how many plugs? You know what they call plugs?
Yeah.
Like supply. Do you know how many
Yeah.
plugs they killed Sugar? They killed the Spanish guy.
Yeah.
And they killed the Irish guys. They killed the big level.
Top guys.
Nah.
And then they killed the smaller guys as
I
well.
know.
Dries and all these guys.
Yeah, but Dries was working for them.
Yeah.
I don't support
See how we killed Kieran
how
as
they
well.
killed Dries, but I understand why they killed Dries
No, I
because
understand.
Dries set them up to be killed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And Kieran as
that's
well.
why I
Kieran's
lost
was
respect for
painful.
Sully. Because Sully just went on a man and just started killing everyone.
Yeah.
And anyway.
Nah, great show. And it's funny every time I watch that show, I want to be a gangster. I come out of that speaking like a hood
What you
boy.
saying, fam?
Yeah. Say no
Shut
more.
up.
Say no more. Say no
Yeah, that
more.
was good.
No, great show. Great show.
Yeah. Did
What
you see
else?
the England game over the weekend?
Yeah. So I missed. I recorded it. So because I didn't watch it live, but I
You
recorded it.
it and watched
I watched it twice.
Nah.
Yeah. I watched it twice.
The game was
Yeah.
Bro.
It wasn't fantastic. England could have won, but
nah,
it
bro.
wasn't fantastic.
Bro.
Saka hit the bar.
Bro,
Great chance.
no one played well
Yeah.
at all.
These boys
I think
are
the only
tired.
person that played well in the game was
Harry Kane played well.
he had the chance, but the first there was no supply, so
Yeah,
he couldn't
yeah.
have played. The only person that I think played well was probably McGay. McGay played very well.
Walker played well as well.
Yeah, Walker as well. Walker.
Walker played
But
well.
I think everyone else, especially the thing is,
Rice did a good job as well.
Rice was okay,
He
but
did
the
his job,
problem
yeah.
is he didn't really have much. They couldn't, because there was nothing really happening. I think Ukraine were more dangerous than England.
Yeah.
But
And
I
then
think
putting Bellingham, he's been brutal in the middle, and then you put him out wide.
Madison put Madison on. I don't really understand.
Yeah.
I don't get.
Southgate is just a time waster.
He now left Henderson on. He took off Bellingham and Madison, which is fine, but why did to me, England's best front three is Rashford, Kane, and Saka. Don't put Bellingham or Madison. They are not wingers.
Yeah.
These guys are midfielders.
Yeah.
Put in the midfield, put Madison,
Bellingham.
Rice, and Bellingham
Yeah.
in the midfield. So you have Bellingham is an 8, but he can also do the attacking part. Rice
He's
can
played
sit
10
on
in
his
Real
own.
Madrid this season, yeah.
Yeah, Rice can sit on his own.
Yeah.
You understand? Bellingham and Madison can act at the
Especially
attacking
England.
front.
No one's going to attack England
No, they
with
will.
confidence.
Except maybe they play the big team.
Yeah, so that's why, exactly. So that's why you can leave Rice on his own. And with Bellingham playing 10, he'll help with the
I
defense.
think
anyways.
one of the
Or
problems is when you play people like Maguire.
Yeah.
And I'm not dissing Maguire, but Maguire is not. You see, they were killing us with counterattacks. When you play people with Maguire that are not blessed with pace. If you leave Rice is also not quick, but he covers ground, but he's not quick. When you play people like that are not as mobile, against counter-attacking teams that you sit high, when they hit you on the counter, you need a defender with good recovery pace. You had Walker, but Walker was probably our best attacker that day.
Yeah.
You understand? Was also
Who played left back?
left back was Chilwell.
Chilwell, yeah.
He wasn't good at all.
He's a Chelsea
He
player now.
wasn't-
That's why he's useless.
He wasn't good at all, man. He wasn't. So yeah, I don't. Me personally, I just feel Southgate isn't the one, man. He's not the guy.
He's also too cautious.
I think he's not. It's not really fair what he even does. You play players. You add. You number one thing he does, most annoying thing. You call players, but you probably not play them.
Yeah.
You don't have Antonio. I pray don't do it to Edin Ketia again. You call players, you play them. Then you now be starting players that don't play for their club.
Yeah.
It is bad because it sends the wrong message.
In my opinion, based on when he started, he said it was going to be on merit and blah blah blah, and form for your clubs. Maguire hasn't done that. Then he changed his rhetoric to, oh yeah, because Maguire hasn't let him down, and Maguire and some of these players haven't let him down. They've not let England down, but then you've dropped Raheem Sterling. I thought it was part of the people that didn't let you down.
I think with Maguire has dirt on him, man.
Yeah.
Maguire has his news
He
or
has,
something.
pictures.
The way he does the reverse meritocracy. He's like, nah, he knows who he's going to choose. Bro, in 2023, you're still starting Harry Maguire. He's the 5th choice centre back of mine.
Yeah.
That's poor. You have Ben White. You have
He's not even going to call Ben White.
Tomori.
Again. I don't know what happened with them. Yeah.
You have players
Tomori
that
and Gay can do a job.
better.
Yeah.
Gay. You have players that are way
Gay and
better.
Tomori can do a job.
Maguire cannot play against. I'll tell you, I'm a Man U fan, and Maguire is not good against top teams. Man U played Arsenal last week. Even though Arsenal are the better team, but Arsenal found it hard to penetrate until Maguire and Evans came on. That is when.
Wait. I have a question.
Yeah.
I can understand Maguire's in the squad.
Evans
Why are you signing
I don't
Evans?
know. That's where we are.
We all said you guys needed a centre back, right? From time. You were linked to so many
There's so
centre
much
backs,
going on in the team.
and you let them go.
Bro, that's even if you can talk about mine, there's so much going on in the club. I don't really understand. I don't get. There's so much. Number one, the takeover saga. It's been rumbling on for more than a year now.
I heard the Glazers want 10 billion.
I don't know.
Wow.
That's number one. Number two, there's so many issues now. Anthony is undergoing a voluntary suspension, just pending investigation. Sancho, which I don't really understand.
Yeah, and the coach are having a.
Why would Sancho post that?
No, I don't. Okay, this is how I see it.
Is it the first person that's ever made? If you were,
I
okay, go on.
think the coach, right? When someone questions your professionalism, it can stick with you for a long time. Look at Dele Alli. People say, "Oh, Dele Alli is
Then
lazy."
he's not meant to be a player.
No, but it sticks with you. No, what I'm
Should
trying
I
to say
tell
is-
you, Rasmus Højlund, this same thing. He said it. Tenak said about Rasmus Højlund when the first week. He said he's not training well, he's not ready, he's not fit.
Yeah, but that was a player that just come that was injured.
Yeah, but
It was the injury he was referring to. With Sancho, was implying that he's just not training well. And as a player, when they say you're not training well,
but the thing is,
that's
but
damning.
the thing is, who is Sancho at this moment to be? If Sancho was pulling up trees about this issue, this same, it's not the first club team that said it. Dortmund.
yeah,
And England before. You've said it before.
Even Man City said
It's
it.
not all top players train well.
And another reason why I don't support Sancho, right, is because the manager looked after him last season.
For 3 months, he
Yeah.
covered whatever he went through and everything.
Yeah,
And
he
now-
took him
that's
somewhere.
and you know
That's the only reason.
the
That's the only,
tweet
I
is
don't
still-
like managers
That is why.
making players look stupid.
He's not making. The thing is, sometimes some managers say things to get a kick.
No, but bro, if someone's questioning your professionalism,
He's not. He think.
That's,
What way? Just say yeah. He might be.
that's the one
See, let
thing
me
that
explain
players
something to you.
don't
I'll
take.
tell you something about players here. There are some players that there are some weeks they don't train well. It happens. But I think the thing is the press. They've kind of made the stuff look worse than it. Sometimes if they say you're not, maybe you are not just fit that week or something.
No, for me, I think there's more to it. There's more to it because when you reach Sancho's message, there's more to it. It's not something that started on that
but
camera.
There's more to it. Sancho is talking like he's been pulling trees for the past 3 years.
No, he just said he's been training well.
Yeah, he's
and
been
that
training,
he's been
but-
made a scapegoat.
Should I ask you a question?
Because Anthony's in the team
Yeah.
playing rubbish. Garnacho came into, didn't play well in the first two games.
Yeah.
Nobody's playing well in your team.
Should I ask you
Right?
something?
Who's your best player
Should I ask
right
you
now?
It's probably Rashford, man.
It's not even Rashford.
He is forward. He is.
No, Rashford is not your best player in your team.
In the forward line, he is.
No. What has Rashford done apart from scoring against Arsenal this season?
Who made all the goals to score against London Forest? The 3 goals were him.
Okay.
It was
Bruno,
him.
it was Bruno. But
No,
was the best player.
No,
then.
no.
Bruno.
The first goal, Rashford assisted to
Penalty.
it. The second goal, the chance creation was Rashford. Rashford won the penalty
But the
again.
man of the match in that game was Bruno.
Yeah, because Bruno scored and assisted.
Yeah, and he picked the game
But
up.
Bruno you could call him a midfielder. I'm talking about the front line.
Yeah. No, I'm even talking about your overall squad.
Overall squad, our best player is probably
Yeah,
Wan-Bissaka. Most
yeah,
consistent.
Wan-Bissaka, yeah,
He's
yeah,
Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka.
So I'm just explaining to you that.
Wan-Bissaka.
But at least, you see the thing about players like Rashford, Bruno, and people say they are not good, but these guys will still contribute. See me as a player,
Yeah.
if they pay you money to do something in a job, they don't care about your method, it's your delivery.
Yeah.
And if you deliver, Sancho has not delivered, Anthony has not delivered. But the thing is, Sancho has been there for 3 years. This is his 3rd year. Anthony, you can still give him a 1 year grace period. Sancho is still doing the same thing he used to do before. He's not delivering.
Yeah.
You had an extended period of last season, and the manager covered you.
That's the only part where that's the one part that I hold Rashford to.
And
Because
the
manager
manager-
shouldn't really come out and say he's not in the squad because he's not training well. That's insulting. That's I can understand that as a kid, but this is dressing room stuff.
Yeah, but why Sancho hasn't
The manager could have said
hasn't done
anything.
enough to earn? He hasn't earned the right to challenge what the manager has said.
No, but the manager is
But you don't
directly
understand.
talking to
If
him
you
now.
are somebody that you've been performing well, see that's it. See, current in this life, that's what they always say. You have your actions or your how will I say, or what you have is your currency. If you are rich in this life, you understand. Sometimes you can get away with stuff. We all know that. On a football pitch, if you're performing or if you deliver, you can get away with certain things.
Yeah.
But Sancho is not delivering on the pitch, which is supposed to be his currency. Performances,
Yeah.
delivery, goals and assists is not. So for you to say that stuff, you should know that your actions will work against you.
But you know what as well, looking at it again, there were 2 parts to that statement. The other part was that he respects the staff and blah, 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 and their opinion. The first part was that he won't let people write things about him. So maybe was he
He's
even
not
talking
doing
to Ten
the
Hag?
right thing. The right
What
thing.
I'm saying is that maybe he wasn't even talking to Ten Hag.
The right thing, no, he's Ten Hag because he said it now after Ten Hag said it.
Yeah.
And he pinned it. The stuff is still pinned to today.
Yeah.
Maguire,
Namo is back.
people have
You
said
know-
so much stuff about Maguire. As with this Maguire, as much
Yeah.
as with this, Maguire doesn't come out and say this stuff.
He
just-
responds on
he
the
does-
pitch.
exactly.
With 10-star
Terrible
performances.
player. So, you understand? I'm sorry if you are not performing
Yeah.
well. You have no right.
No justification.
No,
The
no,
team
no,
now.
no. There are teams that are not. that don't have many individual elite players, but the whole team is elite. Example, Croatia has an elite team.
More than England.
Yeah, I think so.
No.
I think so. Because in the last few tournaments they've been in, they've done better than England. Yes.
No, but England has gotten to finals, semi-finals.
England has gotten to one final.
Euros. Finals, the semi-finals of the World Cup.
Croatia has gone to the World Cup final, and they've been against France 68 years ago. And they've also been to semi-final of the last World Cup, and they got beaten by Argentina.
Yeah.
So I'm explaining to you
I feel that the England team is underperforming.
They are, obviously they are. When I say elite, I'm talking about as a group, including manager, everything.
The manager is the problem. That's why
they are not elite. That's why they are top team.
Yeah. That's why they're not elite.
That's why, because the thing is, you see, if you have a good manager, so mentality comes in.
Yeah.
If the manager is a top manager, even if they get to penalties, they will still rough it.
Yeah.
You know?
Imagine Simeone. I'm not saying Simeone right now, but I'm saying that image. Simeone. Mancini, you know, some of these ruthless managers. You know?
Anyway.
But yeah, there's a friendly match with Scotland tomorrow. Let's see what happens.
Dead rubber, man.
I think he's going to give people like Eddie a game so he can tie them to England.
Hopefully he plays Eddie. Because
no, he'll give him if he's 1 minute.
Remember I did the same thing to Ivan Toney. Just brought him along for the trip. I didn't use him.
Tony played. He's played a few games for England.
The last time he took him, he didn't play Toney. He just took him. And people were complaining that why did you take him?
But Tony's played for England before, right?
I'm not. I think he's been called up, but I don't think he's actually played.
No, I'm sure he's played.
Check. It's caps. It's caps.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But I know the last time he didn't play him.
England. He's played one match.
But it wasn't. What year was his?
2000 last year. No, this year.
How many minutes?
I remember one game he played.
But the last camp, he didn't use him. He didn't use him in last camp at all.
I think that was the one he used him.
No, he didn't. He didn't play. That's what people recommend. Why did you take him without playing him? The last, I think it was qualifiers, but he didn't play him at all.
March 26th.
March?
Yeah.
2023.
Against Ukraine. Yeah, Tony came on.
What was the score against Ukraine?
Tony came on for Harry Kane in the 81st minute. Yeah, I remember.
But the last time England went, they didn't play Tony, 100%.
No, but he played against Ukraine.
It might be the only time he played. But I remember the last time they took him, he didn't play.
The first time they took him, he didn't play.
But yeah, the
second time he played.
But he played. But they took him. England played 2 games. He didn't play him at all. The first time they took him. So I think this time he only played him for 9 minutes.
Yeah, possibly to time down, and that's what Eddie might get as well. Just to time so he doesn't go to Ghana.
Eddie, I don't even think they'll even take Eddie to the.
Nah,
because if Ivan Toney comes back, they're not going to take him.
Nah, Eddie will be a mainstay in the team if he performs.
I don't think so.
Because think about it, all the boys Southgate brought through were his boys.
Southgate likes the people he likes.
Don't forget that he ditched a lot of guys, the older guys. He did. Remember? And brought all his boys from under 21.
Who did he ditch?
That was who was playing then? Who was playing then? He ditched some older guys.
If you know, why didn't you?
And I brought the
that
new
first game was the game to bring Eddie Nketiah on. He didn't bring him on.
No, that was not the game. Come on.
No, but at least Eddie, the thing is, it's not every time you have
to. That's a qualifier that they're
but you don't get. It's not every time that you always have to. Sometimes you should be able to sub people like Kane and stuff. Sometimes you should be. You can't play. Kane is a 30. Sometimes
Eddie will play tomorrow, I'm sure. Eddie will play. Even if it's 10 minutes. Even if it's 10 minutes. And as long as Eddie can keep performing for... Because don't forget...
Me personally...
Don't forget Eddie was highest goal scorer for England under 21s. Yeah, and this guy brings his people through.
But those things don't really matter when it comes... Southgate is just weird.
Yeah.
Southgate is weird. Like, he's a weird guy. If Ivan Toney comes back, he'll probably pick Ivan Toney again and he'll just drop Eddie.
I doubt. I think Ivan Toney is done.
Done how?
With England. I think he's done.
Bro, he ain't done enough. Even Southgate defended him.
Bro, no, he's done. Why didn't they play him? Why didn't they take him to World Cup?
Because on who?
The FA. Did you watch that Ivan Toney's interview?
Why did they take him to where?
Did you watch his interview with that diary of a CEO?
No, what did he say?
That one with Steve. That's Steve.
What did he say in the interview?
It was long. It was That's why I said he won't play again.
But after
He was
the World
pointing
Cup, he's
fingers
played
at
for
someone-
England.
He was pointing fingers
But
at
after the
FA.
World Cup, he's played for England, as
No,
you said.
when
March.
was World Cup?
World Cup was last year or early this year, whenever, wasn't it? It was last year. So
When
he's
was
played
World Cup?
this
Wait,
year.
let me see. Let me see.
Yes. World Cup was last year.
He's not going to play for England anymore.
No, he will. I think so.
No, he's done.
I think so. I think he's
done. That
How
interview
many?
he
How
did.
many? So who is England's best strikers? If you take out, striker.
Yeah, 23.
If you take out Harry
When
Kane,
was the World Cup?
it was last year. I think it was late last year. Late last year.
okay.
December. It was December. Yeah.
He was basically saying the FA, so they don't want him in the squad. They didn't let him go to World Cup. I mean, the interview was good, but I think he could do with taking more responsibility for his actions.
That's what this. This is what I complain about a lot of these players.
He could
They
take
don't-
more responsibility.
They don't. It's
It was
because
like trying to blame people.
this is what happens when people have a lot of yes men around them.
Yeah.
The guys people that don't tell them the truth. They just blame everything.
You should
around
watch it.
people.
You should watch it. It was just pointing fingers at the FA. That's why I
No,
said.
I don't have to-
That's why I said they won't have him
Bro,
back.
you know why I don't have to? Because he's been suspended. Like I don't.
Yeah.
What does he have to say? Like what he has to say is not going to change the outcome.
And do you remember as well when they suspended him?
He was even
When they
given
banned him, he typed that
I know.
the truth is going to come
I
out.
know.
Nah, you should watch the interview. It was good.
Oh, forget about if you didn't bet against or the rules are the rules. You
Yeah.
just need to stick to the rules.
He then started saying, "Why didn't they give one person the same bar?"
Did you see?
Hold your L.
You saw that Pierre's interview with the Spanish FA.
Yeah, that guy is a stupid guy. That guy is a stupid guy. The day it happened,
But why the Pierre's interview? Why? What's
you know,
it?
Piers, he always interviews the controversial people, and nobody will give a voice. But so I'm not jumping on the bandwagon. Yeah, this is where I'll probably get into trouble. But I'm not jumping on the bandwagon that he should resign or not resign or whatever. But when it happened, when he did it, I said it to myself that this guy, not even to myself, I was watching a friend. I said to my friend, this guy is a stupid idiot. That in 2023, you're kissing girls on stage. You know, because he hugged all of them, big kisses.
Why didn't he? Why didn't when the whole thing? Why didn't he just apologize and said, it was in the light of."
He did, but he said it was.
He didn't say. He actually didn't say that. I think it was defiant.
Yeah, so I think timeline of it, I think I remember a bit. So first thing, the girl said for people to just move on.
Are you sure the girl
Yes,
said that?
yes. I still read it yesterday. Yes, first thing she said was
No, she didn't.
no, wait. She said people should not try and make any. I don't remember the exact words, but basically implying that let's enjoy.
Let's
the
not
victory.
take the
Don't- yeah,
celebration.
yeah. That the guy is their friend is a friend. Something along the line like he's friendly with them and has supported them.
I don't think because if she said
No,
that,
no,
then
Femi,
there
I
was
saw
more
it.
backlash
That was the
against her.
first thing.
Can
That
we?
was the
Can we?
first-
Producer, can you prove?
He's not going to find it.
Can you
Femi,
prove the timeline?
Femi, let me just say
Calm
what.
down. I'm just explaining me personally. Because she
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that.
keep-
You'll
He's
be,
not going to find. Let me just say my
Continue the
story,
conversation.
yeah? Let me say my
Continue the
story.
conversation. I'll look.
Yeah.
So
First thing she came out with was, "Don't distract from this." Something along is the friends, you know. Then people came out. The FA, the president of the Spanish FA, and the not the Spanish FA. Sorry, the prime minister, or I don't know what government official came out and said, "No, this is crap." Then the guy came out and then apologized. Then they said, "No, his apology is rubbish. That this is more than an apology. What he's done." And that was when things started to snowball. And the girl came out and now said it wasn't consensual. And then this guy said, no, it was consensual and mutual. Then he started to spiral. People started to say they won't play for Spain anymore.
what really made the thing go uber crazy was the press conference he had when he refused to resign and he started being
Yeah,
defiant.
and that was
what caused his
that was
downfall.
after his apology as well.
Yeah,
So the Spanish coach too was
present.
applauding his speech.
But Michael said he didn't even know what he said.
They sacked
Just
him, yeah.
The excuse is usual. He didn't know what he said. He just applauded because some people were applauding. He just started applauding.
So they sacked him. You know, which I thought was a bit unfair on the guy. He just won the World Cup with them.
I know. He's
You know,
a
didn't have any
scapegoat.
issues with them, nothing. I was even reading today where he was saying that, you know, he's a coach and no one handed anything to him. He did it by merit, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so point I was trying to make is 2023. You cannot be kissing anybody. Yeah, you're the boss. You're basically the boss and you're kissing them on stage. You know, and that's where he
But
went.
can that be controversial?
And then the England ladies too.
Yeah.
The Lioness too started making comments about it. It just spiraled.
Can I be controversial? If it was the other way around,
A woman kissing a man.
Yeah, how would the world react to it?
Yeah, probably won't get this backlash, but I think because women are the ones that have been on the receiving end
Of what?
of
Everyone is on the receiving end. Domestic abuse and assault.
Yeah.
I understand because obviously, I know what you mean, but I think it comes from both sides. But I think it's because of the way society is like.
Yeah.
Men are not seen as helpless as much as women.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
exactly.
think that's one.
But yeah, he's
Well,
stupid move, very stupid move.
Yo, Mo, I can't find anything about that speech.
Yeah.
That's what which speech?
Bro, it's not a speech.
Jenny Hermoso, the formal
timeline of.
Bro, that's why I
just
say you
Google
can't.
the timeline. Google timeline of Jenny Hermoso.
I still read this thing yesterday.
Because I know that what they were saying was that they were teasing her about it and she was laughing about it on the bus. That's what I remember. And I know she said something about we should focus on the work of all. I don't think he said something about her being her friend. I don't know. I might be wrong anyway. Because I vividly
No. Keep talking because I'm on the timeline now.
And
one time she also said, "I didn't like it, but what can I do?"
Yeah, I saw that one.
That was that was the 30 because she.
Yeah, I know she said that.
Let me look for it.
I know she said that one. Because if that's the case, then she's just changing his different versions. Like, but to be honest, she's the victim in this anyway. So I think the thing he kind of lay with her.
The guy said in his speech to the assembly on Friday, Rubali said her so lifted me up in a celebratory gesture, and he asked for a little kiss, and she said yes. The kiss was the same I could give one of my daughters.
Little kiss, but he kissed her in the mouth.
He's an idiot. Okay. Anything else to cover?
Pogba.
It's getting really hot here.
Pogba
Oh, yeah. Pogba's...
apparently failed the drug test.
yeah. Pogba
So
failed
they
the
said he
drug
might be
test.
banned for 4 years or something.
4 years.
Yeah, that's what they.
He might as well
he's facing
resign.
a 4 years.
Yesterday,
What
he was
was he?
saying...
What did he get caught with? What banned substance?
Level of testosterone.
Oh,
was high.
oh gosh.
Boy, he's injured, so why is he using drugs?
Do you know how? Did they use drugs to boost that?
Yeah, so testosterone generally will help with performance
Yeah.
and recovery.
Yeah.
So if he's injured, so maybe he was
that's why I
trying
said
to
recovery.
catch up quickly.
Yeah.
But random drug testing is real.
Yeah.
So who is the captain? Okay.
And he said there was a story yesterday where he was saying that because of the blackmail stuff.
his brother.
Yeah.
No, he'll definitely retire now.
Yeah.
Shout out to the hyena. I think they've dug the hyena out.
Did they find it?
I don't know. The girls have dug the hyena out. You know.
Crazy, man.
Okie dokie. It's good to be back.
Okay, sorry,
Good to be back.
just before you, how the hell do you find a hyena to go and bury in the middle of the football pitch? Not even goats, not even sheep, hyena. Where do you find the hyena?
It's crazy.
Allegedly, though. Maybe it's not real.
Where did they find the alleged hyena? Or is it a dog that they painted? Hyena.
Before you go, one more thing, please. Now that you're on camera, can we have some sort of confirmation when we're going to be recording? So
we have a fixed
we have
date.
video evidence.
Anyone that doesn't show up is going to get arrested, and his contract will be taken to
reviewed.
court. Yeah.
We agreed Monday.
Nah, guys, I think let's call it a day.
We'll
Catch up later.
No, what I'm saying is,
Thank you very much, viewers. It's been
Mo, you can go.
wonderful.
Yeah, Femi will continue
We
conversation.
agreed
Yeah, Mo,
Monday.
It's
Mo,
been
you can stand
wonderful.
up. Yeah, carry on.
No, it's been wonderful. Let's call it. Let's wrap it up, boys. Let's wrap it up.
All right, cool. Mo's done.
Thanks,
for today.
guys.
Thank
It's
you.
lovely.
I tried.
Lovely.
Yeah,
See you again next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Too Sabi podcast episodes.